Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 9. We are doing presentations this week, and don't freak out. It's not that hard. We have a lot of good guidance for you. But I hope you are having a lovely spring. I cracked out my flip-flops this week. I am super excited about it. I'm ready for flowers and warm weather. So let's get going on week 9. So first of all, just a couple of housekeeping tips. Thank you to everyone who has been making appointments and coming in for their one-on-ones. We're just about through the list, but if you are still waiting for your appointment, I appreciate your patience. As I said, I was out of town for a few days, so I really thank you for making room for me to do that. I hope you've enjoyed talking about your strengths, thinking about them, finding the place where you're going to aim your strengths and claiming the things that you're good at and sharing them with people, because it's really the best way to be a very healthy professional. So continue to do that as you move on. I also hope that you enjoyed the bias videos. I'm reading some of your reflections, and I really appreciate the depth of thinking that you've put into those. And I really do enjoy reading them. I very much enjoyed researching and coming up with which ones to put in the list. So certainly if you have any that you would like me to add, or people that you've heard of that we think would be great for the list for next year, that would be fabulous. One more announcement is as some of you are starting to finish up, don't panic if you're not, but some people started a little bit early or had a class schedule that allowed them to accelerate their hours a bit. I'm going to be posting with this group of assignments the week 12, the very last week folder, so that you have access to the wrapping up materials that you can then use with your supervisors before you leave, or just very close to when you have wrapped up your time. So you'll see what's in there. I will have a little introduction for that as well. It's pretty self-explanatory. There'll be a list of things that you want to do to wrap up the semester, and some follow-up assessments, and some surveys to do, and some forms for you to take with you for the bar. So watch for that as well. It is not due officially until the end of the semester, but I know some of you will want to get that done while you still are nearby your supervisors, and so you don't have to go back weeks after you've left there. So that's why that's going to be showing up with this week's materials. So that also means that the last week, week 12, that ends May 8th, actually it's the Monday after classes are over, really won't have anything new. The week 11 will be the last new post that you will see as far as assignments. So that's only 2 more to go. Isn't that amazing? So this week we are going to do very short presentations. It's not meant to be anxiety inducing. As a matter of fact, the very first reading that I have you look at is about lawyers who have anxiety in presentations. So do take a look at those. But what I'd like to do this week is really in the spirit of giving you some topics that typically just don't cross your path in law school. Not so much the presentations. I do know that you get a chance in trial tech and other times, even speaking up in class, to talk in front of people. But I'd like you to take a minute just to put your thoughts together and answer a very simple question. Is one thing I learned in my externship is, and you'll be able to frame that however you like. It's only going to take 5 minutes. 5 minutes goes very fast, believe me. I'm always horrified when I see how long my videos are. I think I've just told you a couple of things and it's gone on for 25 minutes. So 5 minutes will go very fast. And you can choose to answer the question very specifically with like one day or one thing that happened struck me and I'll never forget it, and it just happened in an instant. Or you can talk globally about all the things that you learned about a big topic, or the way a system works, or something very broad about your experience. So that's your choice. There are some readings that will help you guide you through organizing your thoughts for that. What I'm going to ask you to do is record I'm using Zoom. You can do the same. It's really easy. It'll download it to your computer and you can save it and just throw it in the discussion. You're going to record it and then upload it to your discussion group. So everyone has been broken, like we did in the writing assignment, broken into groups. And it's been assigned. So you'll see only your group and you should be able to upload your video so that your small group can see it. The groups are about 5 to 6 people. So that's how the number of people in the class broke out. That is meant to not give you too many people to have to look at. So if each is 5 minutes, then if you're going to look at them, watch them all, it's going to take you a half an hour to see all of them. So the next part of it, though, this is the part that a lot of people don't train you on in law school. And that is, I'd like you to give written feedback in the discussion on the videos that are in your group. And that sounds really scary and fraught with difficulties. But we have a short reading on how to give feedback. And I know you've gotten lots of feedback. So remember, you're not going to be a student forever. And actually, sooner than you think, possibly, and maybe even now, you will be in a position where you are actually supervising someone, or it's going to be your job to train someone or give them feedback on something that they've worked on. So it's a good thing to think about, and it's actually not a bad time to be practicing it at a time when you're also getting a lot of feedback and you can sort of be empathetic about what it's like to get feedback. So this is a good time to really practice some good habits in terms of giving your classmates feedback in a constructive and kind way. And why do I say kind? It's not because we're all trying to be soft and fluffy. It's because studies have shown that feedback sticks more if it doesn't hurt. We are all behavioral animals. If something really hurts us, we're less likely to want to go back for it. So the usually good feedback is, there's a list in the reading, and I'll read it to you now. Balanced, clear, consistent, constructive, honest, objective, positively intended, sensitive, supportive in tone, and sincere. And you don't have to write that down. It's right in the last reading about feedback. So just all of those things were positive. No ad hominem attacks, no summaries of that was, bad adjectives. Really just very constructive. I noticed that you tend to do X. I think it would be more helpful if you were able to focus in on Y. You said that you were learning about Z. I really wanted to hear more about that. Maybe you could have expanded on that. That would have been really excellent. I would have been very much more engaged if you had given me more detail there. Things like that, as opposed to, that sounded really stupid, or you do this really annoying thing, right? So let's be constructive. Let's be helpful. Our goal is really to help everyone improve and be self-aware and to learn, that they do great things and they do things well, and that there are certain things that we can all do better. I know that there are things I can do better on my videos, and you're welcome to tell me what they are as well. So thank you all for participating in this week. This will be the most interactive thing that we do. One of the things in the readings was to prepare your workplace so that you don't have ringing phones, which you just heard. So do as I say, not as I do. So please, I look forward to hearing from you and to hear all the great things that you have to say about your externship experience. If you have any trouble with it or you're really struggling with it, please do feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to talk you through it. I worked with a couple of people in the past on this assignment, either coaching or coming up with other solutions if they're really struggling. I know it sounds like it's only 5 minutes, but for some people it's really, really difficult. So if you're one of those people, please do feel free to reach out. Otherwise, show your stuff, do what you can do it in your style. And I look forward to hearing and seeing what you have to say. If you have any tech difficulties, do also let me know. So feel free to use things other than Zoom as well if you have a phone or you have another way to make a video. So thank you all. Next week, look forward to it. It's Wellness Week at the law school. It's also self-care week. So wait till you see what we're doing next week. That'll be fabulous. So anyway, thank you all, and I will see you next time.